Back. You may notice my HUD is a little bit different. Tonight we're going to be going through the Finding Honor quest. Not very long, but, you know, it is what it is. I've rebooted my character as a Scourge Warlock, male drow, pretty much everything else is the same. Slightly different stuff, but instead of being a melee fighter, I'm now a magic user. We're at the exact same point we started, but I kind of was getting bored with the other characters, so I made this one and brought it up. Again, I do apologize, but, you know, it has to keep your interest. I don't intend to do this again. I actually do enjoy the Scourge Warlock. I just wanted to try the other character, and I thought it would be better, but I found out I really didn't like it after I started leveling it up. So we're using the Scourge Warlock, which is primarily ranged. It has Arcana instead of the dungeon, which I found I've used more already. It's very range based, and it does have a lot of these things. Every kill you wind up getting 20 spears. That skill kills you as it hits. If you use it a second time, it'll explode. It's quite vicious, as you can see. So we're going through here. I really should look around. It also has a sort of run thing, but it's more of a warp. It'll let you move right through enemies, as the other one won't. So we're going to be finding honor tonight. Basically, it's ranged combat. Those heal you when they hit an enemy that gets too close. Your basic attacks are a fireball on the left, these blue or purple orbs around me that spiral when I hit the left trigger. X is a little burst that if it kills the monster or enemy, summons a soul puppet, which is good for attacking. And triangle summons them a second time, won't cause them to explode. And yeah, these warlocks are pretty high damage. They wind up focusing on lifesteal later on. Do I have a dungeoneering kit? I almost certainly do, but if you don't, you can, if I remember right, you can skirt the wall. Jump on here. Jump up. Maybe you can't. Either way, dungeoneering kits are quite common. You should have a lot of them by the time you get here. I really wish the skills built up as you went, but they don't. All these things do come in a lot of handy later. Sorry about that, I had a cat climbing on my sink. A lot of the things you'll find are not necessarily better than the ones you have, but every now and again you find a gem. The ones from the end of quests like that are guaranteed, so you'll find them quite frequently. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy the video. Just saying it to get it out there. Sorry. Long night at work, we all know how that goes. Well, not necessarily, but, you know. I'm gonna go talk to General Knox and some obnoxiousness. You're a player, aren't you? You're not a player. Yeah, I do like the ones that have the dash as opposed to the guard, because you can get around a little faster and it helps in the dungeons. The other ones take a lot less damage, but, you know, mobility.
Protector's Enclave needs your help.
Of course it does.
Gothwin went to Blacklake. That explains a lot. If Gothwin's gone into Blacklake District, that's going to be trouble. Blacklake District is a mess. I'm not just talking about the sludge from the lake. The National Rebels are openly defying Lord Neverwinter's rule and are attacking anyone who won't swear loyalty to their leader, Karzov. Meet with Private Hawthorne Falwyn. If Gothwin is still in Blacklake, Hawthorne will know about it.
Skitter, skitter, skitter. Option agent. If you buy stuff from the store, you can collect it through there. If you have PlayStation Plus and downloaded the free stuff out of the game store outside of the game, you can collect it from here, which is how I got this nice armor and the beetle. If you're afraid of bugs, well, don't grab the beetle. And I apologize. Can't get any more stuff from here right now. So we're off to Black Lake. Sorry, I'm trying not to land on villagers, because, you know, it's just not nice. Oops. Gotta travel to Black Lake, not to where I'm already at. If it seems like I have an idea of where I'm going, that's because I have actually played this in the past on a different character. I gotta stop saying that. Just done up. Can't do that yet. Keep forgetting that.
Watch your step in this district. Blacklake well met. I am Hawthorne Falwyn. Our best hope for finding Karzov and a stolen crown lies with the Nasher cutpurse Gothwin Cooper, who took part of the theft. I've marked a few of his known haunts on your map. Investigate those areas, and see if you can turn up some clue to where he may be hiding.
That one does that.
House of First, the Nashers claim to be revolutionaries, but they're just another street gang. They steal from the poor, claiming it's to overthrow a tyrant. But all they really want is to line their own pockets. Well, no more. I've still got a little coin, and I'll pay you well to recover some of the things they've stolen from us.
Lady, I'd probably do it for free if you offered. But yeah, An unsuspecting victim. I mean, these stolen goods are actually... Stolen goods are actually pretty easy to find. They drop from the people and you can find them in sacks on the ground. Gothwin stuff is... There's one by the caravan over there. So
What do you know?
if I remember right, there's one right here. There's one by a wall down here. And there's one in this tunnel. And I need the last one, which is...
Discovered!
And yeah, as I stated, a lot of what you do with this one is, it's a lot of, healing from nothing. This guy's got a similar build, actually, but there's much you can do. But yeah, the last one is right here. You'll want to carry as many of these kits as you can get your hands on. I don't generally pay for them just because they don't really need to, but the Arcana skill, guaranteed success for this character. I don't remember if there's anything necessary up here. Nope, no cheap ways. Just trying to kill stuff. I can't choose it that way. Okay, well, maybe I can get it from over here. Not quite. Okay. Well, that's enough trying to break the game. So you can go around and find these orbs in anywhere. And there's also this area over here with this guy.
Most folks consider the Black Lake a polluted mess, but for an alchemist, it's brimming.
So let's sell off some treasures and stuff that, if it's red, it's not for your class and you can't use it. So don't even, well, you can bother, but it's not going to do you a whole lot of good. Don't remember what you use these. They don't sell, so. Oh, maybe they do. Anyway, going back to over here. Up here. I would put something up there. I mean, some areas there are actually Arcana kits high up like that. It's the next area with the orcs, but
How's a person supposed to make an honest... Oh, Mary, Mater, bless your heart. These meager goods might not seem like much to you, but to the poor of this district, they mean survival, at least for a little while longer.
Thanks, Dark. Thank you for that. Level 6. So we go to our character, and what do we want to do? Well, killing flames is nice.
Be warned, Black Lake is a hostile area.
It just does extra damage. Dark Spiral Aura. So this is what it does. The Infernal Spheres replenish one sphere every 5 seconds. While the spheres surround you, each one grants 5% damage resistance. They'll seek out and damage enemies that attack me while they're active. Activating it again will cause them to explode. I'm healed for 25% of the damage dealt by them, or 50% when under 50% hit points. They have a chance to ignite any lesser curse, so I'm actually going to go with that for another one, for an extra sphere. I've got mail, which is nearby, but
I've been keeping Sergeant Knott surprised of your program. The dismissive note, the dead bodies, and the sewer key. They all led up to one thing. Watch your step in this district. We aren't the only ones who want Gothwin to reveal the location of Karzarv and the Crown. A gang of were-rat thieves, known as the Dead Rats, caught wind of his involvement and kidnapped him. The Nashers abandoned Gothwin to his fate, so if you can rescue him, he will likely tell us everything he knows. The Dead Rat's lair is in the sewers here. I'll mark a known entry on your map, but be careful. Gothwin is no doubt being kept deep within their nest.
Black Lake District is a dangerous place.
also the guy just got a mail from, he's over here. It's because I'm a drow. Each race has someone they have to talk
So,
to.
you're here. I'll get right to the point. House Solarin, one of the noble drow houses, has apparently taken an interest in undermining the rebuilding of Neverwinter. At the moment, a Solarin spy is preparing a meeting with members of the Nasher rebels, likely intending to provide the Nashers with magical equipment for use against the Neverwinter Guard. I intend to disrupt this meeting and kill the Solarin spy. The meeting will take place shortly. Go to the Nash... Something you want...
Good question. I'm guessing you don't care much about men's rooms and politics nowadays. Let's just say that regardless of what you might think about me and the Brigand Darth, whatever house Zeralern is up to, will be bad for Neverwinter. So you help me help Neverwinter. Any more questions? Tell me about your house. Probably heard the basics already. We're drow mercenary groups out of Menza Brands, and we take promising fighters and find themselves houseless for one reason or another. It's good to work with various houses in Menza Brands, and always at each other's throats. We're never out of work. Why are we here in Neverwinter? Let's just say we have our interests. Why do you need my help? Let's be clear. We don't. Would it benefit us if you cooperated? Yes. There are only so many of us, and it's useful to have extra hands when you're carrying out complicated plans. Let me be clear on something else. By helping out against this house, you'll be helping Neverwinter. You might not like the Brigand Darth. We're a whole lot nicer than any other houses, especially Zolarin. How has Menza Brands? Well, I won't be rude enough to ask you why you want to know. Don't worry. It's just as brutal and deadly as ever. All houses still scheme against and backstab each other. The weak are still destroyed, and the strong still rise up into Loth's fate. You won't be so callous to ask why you left, but whatever the reason, I guarantee you nothing's changed. Yeah. Underdark, terrible place. Terrible, terrible, terrible. The Underdark men are treated as slaves. It's just bad. I need to talk to you.
If you have the time, I've salvaged what I can, but I'm gonna need new samples of Black Lake sludge for me work. The samples must come from specific patches of the sludge, which wouldn't be difficult, except the whole area is swarming with violent rebels. I'm willing to pay you to collect the samples for me.
I'm just gonna go do it. 3, 2, 1. Sorry, I like having a soul puppet at most times. So that's 1 sludge. This will be 2. And the soul puppet is nice for that. Get off my crap, dude.
Getting the scroll of identification.
Add scrolls.
Select an unidentified object and choose Identify. Use the scroll and reveal the item's stats.
Don't have a religion kit. This isn't one of the crazy ones where you can jump up. But, that reminds me. Minions. Summon. I forgot I had him. He's gonna be a friend. I do like my Atropa.
Excellent! With these samples, I'll finally be able to discover if the sludge is animal, vegetable, mineral, or
But
undead.
I think it's time to call it a night.
This will be a huge help to me research. There are
Same ammo.
some reagents you don't want to use on undead sludge, believe me.
You'll want to keep them up for training. But, hope you enjoyed. Sorry about the change in character. Have a great time, and like, comment, and subscribe.